Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as you should. You guys need to learn how to cut and block. What did I say? Cut and block. Let's get into this because there's a lot of people. I mean, I understand why you wouldn't cut and block, but there's a lot of toxic people that you guys need to cut and block. Not everybody can block and cut. I feel like it's a skill, right? You will eventually get there. It takes time. It takes time. You need to process, you need to think. You need to like put yourself in other people's position and think, oh, how would I feel if that was happening to me? Completely understandable. However, in other scenario, in most scenarios, you need to cut and block. That's what I say, cut and block. People who are disrespectful, people who lack manners, people who do not have the best interest in you, people who do not know or do not care about your safety or like do not care about you in general needs to be dumped and cut off, because those people are not serving you in any way. In fact, those people don't even care about you. Another thing is, you can live your life without them. If you cut somebody and block somebody, you can move on. I'm only talking to specific people who like do not like you, and you can tell like just based on that characteristic and based on that behavior, action speaks louder. You can just tell, like some people just bluntly tell you, some people just bluntly do it. Like remove them people, remove, because you know in your heart the people you want to block and cut off, and just move on with your life. But because you're scared of like, oh, what will happen, don't know, you end up not doing it. But guys, I'm gonna hold your hands as you go ahead and cut and block that person that you know is not serving anything in your life. Like it does not make sense to have that person in your life. I'm holding your hands. Now guys, I'm gonna break down the steps on how to do this. Guys. Cut and block. Cut and block, guys. We don't need people who do not care about you in your life. And if you can't cut them, just bring them to me, I'll cut them for you. I wouldn't even think about it because I know they don't care about you, so why should I care about them? I'll cut them for you. When you're cutting toxic people out, let me tell you what's gonna happen. Also, before you cut people out, also think about it like this. Would you do that? Do they know the sort of person you are? So why are they acting like that? Yeah. No comment. Yeah, so guys, how to spot, like, obviously what will happen. Your life will drastically improve. You can breathe. You can literally like have peace of mind, rest of mind, no stress. That's priority, no stress. You can live your life and not having to worry or think about another person that do not value you or care about you. Your life will literally become the best. You can literally become the best version of yourself. Peace of mind is so overrated, underrated, because having a peace of mind is so important. So yeah, guys, that's the benefit. Now I'm gonna get into the tips on how to like literally cut people off, toxic people especially that you don't need in your life, and you know you don't need in your life. You're trying to distance. You can distance, yeah, but you can still block. Yeah, guys, I said what I said, but probably that's just my opinion. If I feel like, okay, this person is no longer serving me, there's no point of like, because I'm so person, I probably might be different. Like I'll just cut the person off, but then there are people who's like they'll slowly like cut someone off, which I need to learn, like slowly. But the way I look at it is, if I don't like somebody and somebody's toxic to me, why am I taking steps? But they were not taking steps when they were trying to be disrespectful to me though, or they were not trying to like think about how I would feel when I was trying to be disrespectful or trying to be toxic towards me. So why should I? Do you get what I'm going from? Do you get what I'm going? However, I don't understand why people will slowly cut them off, like slowly, and distance themselves. The way I look at it is, I'm eventually gonna cut this person off. Why not do it now? maybe it's just the way I think. I don't know, why not just cut them off now? So it's a mixed feeling because it depends. Sometimes you don't need to cut that person off, just distance. Sometimes you just cut that person off straight away from the bat. But yeah. Number 1, do not feel guilty. I know it's easier said than done. Do not feel guilty when cutting people off, toxic people off, because look at it this way. You cared about that person does not care about you. It's giving one-sided relationship. It's giving that person do not care about you, does not care about your well-being, and that's so important. Like, imagine I'm going out and you leave me stranded as a friend. Makes no sense, because you know you would not do that. You understand where I'm coming from? Cool. Just remove them. That's just an example. Or it could be like a family member that you don't like or toxic, and because sometimes some family member, they're not aware of like how toxic they are, or like that behaviour, or emotionally self-awareness and emotional intelligence. Some people just, it depends on their childhood. So just, if you feel like, okay, this is something I wouldn't do, set boundaries and eventually cut them off if you want to, or if you don't want to. That's okay, that's up to you. That's that. So don't feel guilty when you're cutting people off. It's not needed. Just cut them off. I know it's easier said, I know, because sometimes some people are people pleasers as well, so it might be a little bit like hard, but take your time. That's all I can say. Take your time. Another one, number 2, is stop talking to them overall. Like, you don't need to be having a conversation with people who makes no sense to be having a conversation with in the beginning. People that are not good. Like, you can tell, like, this is not sort of person I want in my life, so why am I talking to them? Just don't seize conversation. Seize it. Seize it. Number 3 would be, do not talk badly about these people. Like, yeah, obviously, like, number 3, do not talk bad about these people, because like, I do understand that sometimes people could act like that, and people are human at the end of the day, and you're not perfect, that person's not perfect as well. So yeah, sometimes I forget, I just be cutting people off for the day, but sometimes it's not good. I also have to remember that people are human, but I just don't play when it comes to like disrespect, or like when it comes to like, you don't care about me. If I were you, I wouldn't do the same thing. So I don't know everybody has the same heart as you, but because not everybody has the same heart as you doesn't mean that you shouldn't know how to treat somebody as a human being. Right, with that one, no? Now, number 4 is unfollow, unsubscribe, and unfriend them everywhere. Like, you can do this slowly, because it's not an easy thing to just all of a sudden. Or you can just follow them and just ignore or mute the content, or whatever makes you happy, or makes you not see them on your timeline. Number 5 would be put yourself first. In any situation, put yourself first, because you matter. And if you don't act like you matter, that person's still gonna disrespect you. But obviously, if this person being toxic to you, speak to them first and see how they behave. Now, if they don't behave and they don't take it on board, then cut them off straight. Like, because if it's not tables are turned, would they still be friends with you? I'm guessing the answer is no. So put yourself first in that area, like that, after communicating with them. So obviously your feeling matters, your communication matters, and especially your feelings. So yeah. Now, number 6 would be, do not try and change them or wait for them to change. They're never going to change. At the end of the day, it's up to you. You decide if you want to change, if you feel like you need to change, and if you want to change, like I said. It's not up to anybody to tell you to change. Now, if that person matters to you, or felt like that person, you knew how that person felt, and you felt like, okay, after I've done this person feels like this, I'm going to change my behaviour towards what I've done towards that person. That's what I look at it as, because if that person can change, it tells me that, okay, that person matters, that person takes me seriously. Set boundary and never give in. That's main thing. Number 7, set boundaries. Setting boundaries is so important when it comes to like toxic people. They literally do not understand the word stop. Like, when I say stop, I mean like stop disrespecting, stop behaving like that. That's what they don't understand. People that are toxic, they look at it as almost like they'll use guilt tripping, they'll use like manipulation, they'll use such things such as like not taking accountability towards their actions and etc. Ignore that. You know how you feel. Stand on that and move on that. And you'll be good. So guys, don't forget to cotton block. That's the end of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you should. And bye. And share.